Video games are super serious stuff, guys. Your health is at risk. Anyway, this is my new series. Probably one of the best games ever. It's just so... oh my god. I don't know, this game is pretty much perfect in my opinion. But yeah, this is Shadow of the Colossus. It's one of those games that I always get really excited whenever I play it. But yeah, I've actually been... this has been one of those games that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I've been wanting to do this since Arkham City, actually, which was about a year ago. Actually, over a year ago at this point. Yeah, I was originally going to do Arkham City and this game at the same time. But, yeah, that didn't end up happening. Yeah, I'm so excited to be finally doing this. This is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely in my top 10. This video is pretty much going to be the intro video. I might be able to take down one of the Colossuses, one of the Colossi in this video. I don't know though. If this video is like 20 minutes long, then I've probably taken down one of the Colossi. But if it's like 15 minutes long, then I don't do it. So, you'll see. I'm playing this on the Team Eco HD collection, which also has Eco. I've never played Eco, but this game is apparently a prequel to Eco. Again, I wouldn't know how exactly it's a prequel to that, because I've never played it, so yeah, I might start playing it like alongside this, just so I can see if there are any similarities. But yeah, there's not going to be any similarities that I'm going to be able to talk about. But yeah, this game came out in 2005, I think October of 2005. I actually didn't hear about it when it came out. I feel like it was kind of... I feel like it kind of went under the radar, even though I had a pretty good ad campaign. But the first time I ever heard of this was in a movie. It's an Adam Sandler movie where he played like a guy whose family died in 9/11 or something. And like he would just sit in his room and play Shadow of the Colossus all day with Don Cheadle. And I kept watching that, and I have been interested in the game ever since, and I picked it up not too long after that, and I've loved it ever since. And that is my history with Shadow of the Colossus. An Adam Sandler movie introduced me to this game, and that's the only good thing Adam Sandler has ever done in my eyes. But yeah, there's this one, they're like doing a montage where Don Cheadle and Adam Sandler are playing Shadow of the Colossus, and Don Cheadle just yells, "Colossus!" at one point, and I always say that now when I play this game. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. It's a good movie, actually. But this is an even better game. So here we are at the menu screen. Well, not yet. Now we are. We're just gonna do a new game here. Jump right into the thick of it. If the loading screen would ever stop. There's actually not much loading in this game, which is pretty surprising. And yeah, the cutscenes are in widescreen. I wish the entire game was in widescreen, honestly. I think it would look much better. Just because this is one of the most cinematic games. There's barely any talking, though. Which I guess I'm glad for. Because it means I don't ever have to shut up. Which means you get to hear my voice every minute. No, it's just, you know, after doing Metal Gear Solid 4, which was all talking, and then Resident Evil 4, where I decided to shut up for the talking, it's good to just be able to talk. Because throughout Resident Evil 4, I was talking about the, I was talking through the cutscenes, making fun of the characters, but no one heard that, because I cut it out. Yeah, honestly, I would say that this opening drags on for far too long. Like, there's too much of just riding around doing nothing, which I think is a little unfortunate. Like, the opening cutscene goes on for like a good, like, 15 minutes, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm being a little exaggerative. It's probably about, like, 10 minutes, but it's still really long for something like this. There aren't many cutscenes in this game, so this is really the only bad one. And I will say, after this cutscene, the game picks up immensely. Man, this game looks so good still. I mean, I know this is the HD version, but the PS2 version still looks really good. Because I was playing that even before I picked up the HD version. I think I picked this up in like 2011. I think it came out in 2010. But I don't know. So this is our main character here on the horse. His name is Wander, which is possibly the dumbest name for a main character ever. And his horse is named Agro. Again, another dumb name. Since there's not much voice acting in this game, like there is some, but it's very, very limited. The music is pretty much the one thing that always stands out through the entire game, which is why I'm glad that the music is so good. Like, in terms of video game soundtracks, this is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, I don't know. It's amazing, and look at those physics on that cloak. Now you may be asking yourself, what language are they speaking right now? They're not. They're speaking what's pretty much boils down to nonsense. It's gibberish. I think it's all planned out and they know what they're saying, but it is just gibberish. It's a made-up language. Which I think is one of the connections to Ego. I think they share the same, like, nonsense language, but I don't know. Again, I haven't played it. I would love to play this game without subtitles on and just see if I can understand what is going on. I want to show someone this game for the first time and see if I can get the subtitles off. But anyway, there's Mono, the main character, Wander's girlfriend, who is dead now. I think it's Mono anyway. It might be Mono, but it's spelled M-O-N-O, and I pronounce that as Mono. So the first time I played this game, this cutscene kind of made me think that these guys, these shadow guys, were gonna be like the kind of like enemies of the game. Like these were the guys, the grunt guys that you'd fight. But they're actually not. There are no real enemies in this game. There's only the Colossi, which I think is really awesome. There's technically only, what is it, like 18 enemies in the entire game, which is awesome. I think Dorman can get away with the nonsense speak more than anyone else, but Wander just sounds dumb. He sounds like he's having a stroke, pretty much.
It's not ours, Amazon. Alu Tiklik, if the least to is.
What, do you need me to, like, run a few errands or something?
I'll bet.
I will beautiful. No singing peace, no quarrels. On those around.
I like how because of the nonsense speak, it takes so much longer to say a sentence than it usually would. Like, if they were speaking Japanese or English, this sentence would be over already. Maybe not in Japan, I don't know. They take a while to say things.
You too. You bet, Sanada. You do new.
Fix the white balance. Alright, and now we can actually start playing the game. Like I said, there are not many cutscenes, and even the cutscenes that there are don't last more than like a couple minutes at best. So yeah, here we go. We can finally... Shut up, Dorman. I know what I'm doing. So, talking about controls. Default is triangle is jump. I have it to X. You have a sword as a weapon. You press square to swing it. If you hold B, you can raise your sword, and this is how you find the Colossus. You see they kind of converge there in the direction that you're supposed to go. So they're going straight, so that's the way we want to go. Press triangle, default, to get on the horse, to get on aggro. I have it mapped to X because I hate games where triangle is jump. So yeah, you can see here, again, we want to be going in that direction. And again, you can go faster by kicking X. I have it mapped to triangle because they switched, so yeah. Now here up at this tree, this will let me explain another weapon that we have. So aside from a sword, we also have a bow and arrow, which is always good. Just, you draw it and fire it by holding square and then letting go. So there's something in this tree we want, but I can't quite see it yet. Let's see if we can just hit it by accident. No, I didn't think so. We gotta angle ourselves now. You can see it right over there. It is a fruit up in that tree. Knock it down, unequip all your items, and then press R1 to grab it, and it will increase your health. Speaking of grabbing things, you can hold on to anything that's like green or it looks like it's grabbable, and you can attack things by, with your sword equipped, holding down square and then releasing it to attack. That will become important when we actually fight the Colossi. Speaking of fighting Colossuses, I'm gonna just call them Colossuses, why not? No, the proper term is Colossi. I feel like Colossus would also be applicable, but not really. Like, look at all those Colossus! That doesn't sound right. It's like, hey, look at all those Colossi! It sounds much better. But anyway, this is the way we want to go. This is pretty much just the tutorial Colossus, so it's not very hard. Also, this music, oh my god. I love this soundtrack so much. I would love to, like, import this soundtrack. So again, this is just for tutorial's sake. We're gonna figure out how to platform here. I don't think we can go this way. This is the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Good way to start this off. Can't go up here. Pretty much things that look grabbable are grabbable. Like, that kind of looks grabbable, but it's not. This, however, is totally grabbable. And you can see R1 is how you grab onto things. Next to our weapon, we have a pink kind of orb. And you can see while I was gripping onto that, it was kind of slowly decreasing in size. We can't go up here, so don't try. There's no wall jumping or anything. That is our grip meter. If that runs out and you're gripping onto something, you will fall. And, yeah. Easy as that. It's kind of like in Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. Well, at least Twin Snakes and 2. Where you had to do push-ups to increase your grip meter. Only here, another thing is how you increase it. And we probably won't be getting to that in this video, probably the next. But yeah, pretty basic stuff. Platforming is pretty cool. I like how it's pretty much a platformer where you use platforming to kill bosses, which I really enjoy. This game is just so good. So, instead of pressing A and the grip button, which would usually pull you up, you just pull it to the side that you want to jump to and you jump. Oh, and what's this? It seems as though we've wandered onto the first Colossus. See what I did there? His name's Wander, and we wandered on. Yeah, okay. Anyway, this is the first Colossus, which means he is the easiest. He has a few attacks, but he usually will not attack you. You want to focus your sword on him, and it'll usually show us where his weak spots are. And his weak spots are on the top of him and on the bottom, it looked like from shining that. So, we'll see what we can do with that. Has he seen us yet? I'd like to try and do this without getting seen, because you can do it. No, he sees me. When the music starts, you know he's seen you. Again, music plays a really big part in this game just because there's not much voice acting and you're kind of all alone in this world. Just you and your horse. The music really plays a big part in that. Yeah, Dorman. Dorman will sometimes give you hints. It's not like really bad like with tutorials. Like Dorman is really not too bad with that kind of stuff. So anyway, he has a weak spot on here, also called a sigil. That is really where you want to attack it. And, yeah. We just gotta platform up here because he has these really conveniently placed ledges on him. My grip meter's really about to run out, so we really want to get on here and then rest for a few seconds. Oh, gonna fall down. Yeah, so obviously being on the Colossi is pretty hard to stay upright, so always have your grip button ready. Also, why can't I get over there? Wonder keeps like kind of teleporting back to the other side. It's getting really annoying. Anyway, let's let that sit for a few minutes. Not minutes, seconds. And continue climbing up this giant Colossus, which is a really redundant statement. So anyway, after a certain point you can just walk on him. And here is his main sigil. This is where you really want to attack him. See, we got him to about half health now. Like I said, this Colossus really is not tough. Probably about one more good shot. You can charge it up for more power, and you could take off more HP from him. And this music always plays when you kill a Colossus, and it always makes you feel really bad, because really, this guy wasn't doing much. He was just trying to defend himself. He was just kind of chilling before we started attacking him. And, oh, we could just get out of here. I guess we can just go right back to Dorman, see if he needs anything. Oops. I think I just died. This is supposed to happen, so don't think you just got, like, a game over or something.